Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's video is Love and Hip Hop. You guys have been waiting, and I'm sorry to keep you waiting. And I'm also sorry that my makeup looks like complete and utter ass, but there is a tutorial for it anyway, just to grasp the concept. It is the Bad Girls Club video that will be posted after this one because I'm hella behind schedule. So let's just jump right into this. So Rashida addresses Kirk, and that's basically where the episode last left off, I believe. And Kirk finally cracks and admits that he may have fucked up, and I was just like, really, Kirk? Really? I was so annoyed, you guys. I'm gonna breeze through this because honestly I'm at the point where I don't want to watch Love and Hip Hop anymore, so I'm just gonna breeze through this. So sorry, you guys. It's not even like entertaining for me at this point. It's pure fuckery. Like, I can't deal. So yeah, Kirk starts spilling the tea, and he talks exactly like my dad. It actually irks me. Maybe that's why I don't want to watch. There's a lot of reasons why I don't want to watch, and that definitely could be one of them. But yeah, he talks like my dad, and it's so irritating. He talks mad slow, and like he has that little bit of a country accent, and I don't know why my father has a country accent, but he does. Kirk says, quote unquote, "On some real shit, did I fuck up? Yes." I said, what? Who are you talking to? Your high school friend? Like, what do you mean on some real shit, did I fuck up? Like, what? You guys, I can't. But then Kirk proceeds to say, in no way, shape, or form has anybody in the family been around this girl, that he was never in any kind of relationship with her either. I follow the blogs, and so I know a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I tell you guys, if you ain't following the blogs, you can't keep up with the tea. And so there is a video of the girl that is accusing Kirk of being the baby daddy on the phone with Kirk, and you know it's Kirk because his voice is very distinct, and he is talking to her. They're having a normal casual convo based around money, but he's definitely talking to her like, you know, he knows her. They had something. But anyway, let me continue. Rashida is like fake mad at this point, and I say fake because I just feel like she's acting like, I just feel like this whole thing already played out and they're reacting it out for the show, much like what Remy and Papoose had to do for their storyline on Love and Hip Hop New York. Except this time it's a lot different. Kirk claims he did not move Jasmine into the building like Jasmine is claiming, but he does know that she does live in the building. Rashida basically is like kicking Kirk out, and Kirk's excuse for all the shenanigans that are going down is that he was drunk. I said, just because you're drunk and your dick is hard, you can't be drunk to the point that you forget that you have a wife at home. You're literally wearing a wedding ring. Like, you have a wedding band on. How are you fucking somebody else and blaming it on the alcohol? Like, how? I'm so unimpressed. But yeah, Rashida removed her wedding ring, put it down on the table. It's a really big rock, by the way. And tells Kirk to get the fuck out of her house because she's 2 seconds away from snatching his head off. Oh, and I can't forget to mention that Rashida threw like a placemat at him. Placemat? Girl, I would have picked up the pot. I can't deal. Like, honestly, his food would have been poisoned. That's it. Like, there's no long talking. No long talker. Shout out to Baka. Anyway, in this weird ass scene, Waka Flocka is meeting up with Jock and Little Scrappy, and like it's just so awkward and forced. And even if they are cool, the whole scene is forced because Waka's not used to being on the show with them, and like the conversation just wasn't fluid. I didn't like it. They were like gossiping like little bitches, and Waka had the least to say. Like I said, he's not on the show with them, and so he doesn't have like, when Tammy's on the show, and most of his scenes were always with Tammy in the previous seasons, but this scene, I guess they're making him kind of link up with the other guys. Jock tells them that Carly Red wants him to pose naked in her Kama Sutra book. I said, don't nobody want to see Jock naked ass. Who the fuck wants to see that? Like, and so that's the only way she will sleep with him, is if he does that favor for her. And I'm like, Carly Red is fucking crazy, and Jock would be stupid to do such a thing. Unless she paying them dollars and pose away, young jock. Like, I can't knock the hustle. Scrappy is basically letting them know that his wedding is canceled. Him and Bambi have not been getting along ever since he proposed, and he's staying in a hotel. I said, this is ratchet, okay? Like I said before, can't no bitch ever in her life, can't no nigga ever in his life kick me out of no house that I am paying for. No. So unless Lil Scrappy's not paying for the residence, which I don't see why he would not be, how could Bambi kick him out and have him living in a hotel? Waka Flocka says that Tammy moved out of their house and she has her own little townhouse, own big townhouse. Her house is cute. She has her own little townhouse and she just wants nothing to do with him at this point because he's fucked up so badly. And we've seen all that shit unfold on the blogs throughout the summer, so you know. Or was that winter? I can't remember. Either way, Tammy was looking all kinds of stupid. But like, she always takes him back, so it's kind of a waste of time. Not only does Waka want back Tammy, but he wants back Charlie as well, which is Tammy's daughter. So in the next scene, we learn that Tammy and Tommy are actually bonding and creating a friendship. Their daughters actually hang out together, and Tommy was just looking for somebody that stays out of trouble so that she can stay out of trouble with them. And I don't really remember what their conversation was about, but it's pretty irrelevant. Like, the scene was really short. They were just in their car on the way to an event, and we will talk about that like right now. So I see a big ass booty and a nice long pink wig, and I automatically knew Jessica Dye was in this motherfucking bitch, okay? And this was like some fashion show. Let me make sure there's no lipstick on my teeth before it gets too late. There was like some fashion show going on. I'm not sure if it was Jessica's fashion show. Y'all tell me whose fashion show this was. Either way, that's where Tommy and Tammy were headed. Everybody was there except for Jocelyn. All the ladies were there except for Jocelyn. Mimi is in her confessional and she says that Tammy and Tommy are a very odd pairing. And I just said, Mona, that is it. Like, if you see two people that are unlikely to hang out together, it's Mona. Mona said, okay, this is my plan. You guys have to find something in common and talk about it. Okay, that's it. And that's probably exactly what happened with Tommy and Tammy, because I can't even see how they could ever cross paths. Like, their situations are just so totally different, and they don't seem like two people that would hang out together, but they like each other, so they're hanging out. Even if it is Mona that put it together, I hope that they do develop a real genuine friendship, because I think that Tammy is a good friend. Like, I don't not like Tammy. I don't care for her either, but like, she seems like good people. She seems like she has a good heart. I just think she's stupid as hell, but she definitely has a good heart. They're sitting on opposite sides of the room, and so Mimi's talking to Carly Red, and she's basically bringing up Tommy and asking her about their situation, and Carly is looking mad shook at this point and saying how she has not spoken to her because last season Carly slept with Tommy's man. She was real shicey about that, and so Tommy doesn't like her for that reason. And this was just a messy ass event, okay? After everybody's done walking the runway, they go and all the ladies are standing in a circle, and Tommy is basically going around the circle and addressing everybody that she has a problem with, but she's doing it in a really positive fashion. So shout out to Tommy for that. She starts off with Mimi, and she basically apologizes for the mishap that happened at Mimi's birthday party last year, because last year at the birthday party she ended up whooping freaking Tiara's ass because whatever. If you didn't watch it, you didn't watch it. We're not getting into last season, okay? Anyway, they ended up causing a commotion at Mimi's party, and so she was just apologizing to Mimi for that because that's all Mimi knows her for basically ruining her birthday. Mimi accepts her apology. She then addresses Dime Piece, so she addresses Jessica, and they have their little back and forth. It's not even a back and forth. They never really had a beef. It was more of Jessica tried to warn Tommy about Jocelyn, and Tommy didn't want to hear it. Tommy was defending Jocelyn, and then when Jocelyn turned on Tommy, now she basically sees what Dime was talking about, so she's just burying the hatchet with Dime as well. And I'm glad that she was being so mature about this stuff. So then we got to Miss Carly Red. And this scene made me laugh so hard, damn near pissed myself, okay? It was so funny. She addresses Carly, and she was very woman about it because, you know, niggas will be niggas, okay? And Scrap was obviously not the most faithful nigga in the universe. He literally had two girlfriends at the same damn time. And so she addresses Carly about the situation and says that she's a hugger. She's like, she basically asked Carly for a hug. She's like, give me a hug, I'm a hugger. And she put her arms around Carly's neck and she was like, this bitch. I was fucking dying. I said, Tommy is crazy. She was trying to break Carly's neck. She was trying to hug her and break her neck so that she could say it was an accident, so that she wouldn't have to go to jail if the girl's neck done broke and the girl died, okay? Tommy is crazy, but I was fucking rolling when I seen her do that. I'm like, she's not trying to hug this bitch. She's trying to kill her. She's crazy. Certified. Like, straight jacket, put her in it, leave her alone. Padded walls, all that. Throw away the key. Okay? Very awkwardly, Carly says, actually, Tommy, I've been meaning to reach out to you. And Tommy's like, why would you reach out to me? And Tommy gets really upset by this, to the point where she has to leave, because she's just like, honestly, she is not trying to go to jail tonight. She just needs to go, because it was very fake of Carly to say she's been meaning to reach out to her. Bitch, you probably don't even have her number. What are you reaching out to me for? For real, like, honestly, she should have just left it at the hug and let it have been that, and they could have been cordial. But because Carly is faking and saying she'd been meaning to reach out to Tommy, no, you haven't. Because if you were meaning to do something, you would have did it. Okay, that's it. Like, yeah, Tommy avoids going to jail by walking off, leaving this little venue and calling it love. Once Tommy leaves, Carly basically dismisses Jessica Dime and says, I need to talk to you four. And Jessica is, I don't think she's really bothered by it, but it was just so, I don't know, I would have felt some kind of way, like, if we were all standing there. She probably thought they were just gonna have casual convo, but Carly's messy, and so it was tea time with Carly, and because Jessica's not really in their inner circle, she basically told Jessica to go. So Jessica left. She said, whatever, bitch, see you never. And that was basically that. So at this point, Carly starts to spill all the tea about Rashida to Tammy, Mimi, fucking Melissa, Arian, who, by the way, her wig is still looking crazy. Like, why is Arian's wig still looking like a freaking motherfucking Supreme's wig from the damn 1950s, bitch? Why? Like, I don't understand. Arian's wig has never looked proper, like, ever. On Reunion, it's bad. On the show, it's even worse. Like, bruh, something is wrong with Arian. I don't know why she can't get her hair together. You live in Atlanta. Atlanta. Like, if there's anybody anywhere in the world that knows how to do some fucking hair, it's Atlanta. Why is her head looking like a mop? Please let me know. Like, she needs to either just get a straight wig, and she needs to, I don't even know what she needs to do. She needs to shave her head bald, bitch, because I can't. She needs to stop wearing these damn wigs sitting on her head looking crazy. Anyway, as I was saying, Carly is spilling all of Rashida's tea, and Mimi is joining right along in, and I'm just like, what kind of friends are y'all? Even if Atlanta's mad small and the streets are talking, they have no right to be discussing Rashida's information if Rashida's not present and open about discussing this information. If Rashida wanted to tell this to everybody and their damn grandmama, she would. And so Tammy felt that way, and so she made it a point to interrupt Carly and be like, okay, but why are you telling us this and not Rashida? Carly's like, I did tell Rashida. We had a whole conversation. We cried about it, blah, blah, blah. Because of this, Tammy ends up leaving. She's not comfortable discussing Rashida if Rashida's not there. And that's how I am too. Like, you're not going to talk about my homegirl while I'm present. I'm not going to have it. And you can't feel comfortable enough to do that around me. Because where they do that at? So in the next scene, Jasmine reveals that she is a sister wife to Rod's other girlfriend. So they are in a three-way relationship, and this scene couldn't have been more staged because it was like a bed, and she was kissing Rod in the bed, and then all of a sudden the camera starts panning over to the next bitch, and her name is Kiara. No. Her name is Kiana. Sorry, this is gonna have me mixed up with Bad Girls Club, and it's just a problem. Too many Kianas and Kiaras in the world ruining my life. Kiana is also a dancer. She definitely looks way better than Miss Jasmine. I have to say that. She's way prettier than damn Jasmine. Yeah, there's a slow-mo scene, and they're just all pretending to be in this weird ass relationship. I don't know which woman in her right mind would ever be willing to share a man, honey. I am selfish to the core. Ain't no sharing of my nigga. No. Just no. And so if you follow the blogs, it came out that Rod is actually Jasmine's pimp and not her man, which makes sense. If you're watching this scene unfold, you could tell that this is not a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, especially not with two girlfriends. Like, come on now, you're not Lou Will. He wanted to be Lou Will so bad, and he want to be motherfucking, what's that group of girls, those fucking Taz Angels, them hoe ass bitches? Like, that's what Rod is trying to pull right now. Rod wants to be the leader of Taz Angels, that nigga that runs them 6 bitches that are in a relationship with that one nigga, like selling their box. Like, they're literally public prostitutes. I can't. I just can't. This is where in the episode I decided that I don't even want to watch this anymore, because the storylines are getting cornier and cornier and cornier. I need Mona to like back it up and bring back the original cast from season 1. You know, keep it real cute and simple. You know, I can't. Like, this is corny. Like, this is corny. This is not even funny. It's not entertaining. There's nothing entertaining about these sister wives and motherfucking Rod. There's nothing entertaining about them. The way their relationship came about was because Jasmine was dealing with Rod, and Rod was cheating with Kiana, or Rod was cheating on Kiana with Jasmine. And so when Kiana and Jasmine first found out about each other, they had some beef. It was ugly, it was messy, but then they decided to squash the beef and just be with the same nigga. Really? That doesn't work out like that. Like, stop. Anyway, the two bitches done knew each other from the strip club because they're both stripper ass bitches. So they are a hot fucking mess. So they're sitting in their lovely living room, and Rod brings up Kirk, and he basically is just asking what's good with Kirk. He doesn't say either one of their names. Well, Jasmine starts saying she's done with Kirk, like fuck him, blah blah blah. He said, I was actually talking to Kiana. And I said, what? Now, this doesn't surprise me. It doesn't. But the storyline is just too fucking much. Like, it's exhausting. Like, we got it. He fucked up. He made a baby with this next bitch. Why are we dragging in another hoe? Like, why? Why is this necessary to say that she was sleeping around with Kirk too? It's like these two bitches just like sharing the same nigga. Like, this is not some R. Kelly Usher same girl shit. Like, it's so fucking stupid. I can't even deal, you guys. Like, oh my gosh, why? So Kiana tells us that when Rod went to jail, she started messing with Kirk. I said, these hoes ain't loyal. Cause your nigga gone for 1 day to jail, and it's not like he did a 6-year bid, you guys. He said he was gone for not even a year. Like 9-10 months. How did you guys manage to be fucking with other people in that time? And how did you both manage to be fucking with Kirk at that? A married man. Both you guys watched the fucking show. You guys know he's married. So yes, he's wrong for even entertaining these women, allegedly, but you guys know he's married. So what kind of women are you? Like, how do you not respect a marriage? Like, how do you not okay, whatever. Kiana also tells us that she had no idea that Jasmine was messing with Kirk at the same time she was. I said, okay, I don't even know if I believe this or not. Like, it's believable because it's Kirk's trifling ass. It's just not believable because it's on Love and Hip Hop. Like, so Rod in his confessional is telling us that he is hearing from little birdies in the street that Mimi has been running her mouth about him, calling him a scammer and a scam artist and tay and saying all this shit about him. And when he said little birdies in the street, I said, them birdies, there's 3 birdies, and their names are Mona, Scott, and Young, honey. Those are the 3 birds that are telling him anything Mimi is saying, because Mimi done only said that to motherfucking Stevie J and motherfucking Carly Red. Okay, so, well, you know what? It could be in the streets because Carly Red be telling everybody everything and anything. Also, I need to know this because they're all at the condo claiming that they're in some 3-way relationship. They're at the condo. It's the middle of the fucking day. Where is this baby? Does the baby not live at the condo with the fucking sister wife and the pimp? Like, where is this baby that is supposedly Kirk's? We've not seen this baby, heard this baby. I think it's going to be in the next episode. But either way, it's weird that the baby has not been in any scene at all. And it's a newborn. Like, what? It's a 3-month-old and you're telling me that she's left her 3-month-old somewhere? Does that make any sense to anybody? Like, this is dumb. She rented a baby for the show because I can't. So Stevie invites Mimi the maid over to his crib, and his crib is a mess because Savannah, his daughter, and her friend, who some people are saying is actually her girlfriend, okay, but she didn't hear it from me. I actually creeped her Instagram to see if there was any tag photos of or anything of her best friend, but there was not. She doesn't even have a lot of photos on her Instagram, and so I was like, ugh. So I couldn't creep to find out any tea for you guys. But the word on the street is that Savannah is actually a lesbian dating that girl that is living at Stevie's house. Mimi is disgusted by the mess. I actually thought Mimi was there to clean. I didn't realize she was just there to sit and hot gossip like some motherfucking Wendy Williams, but that's what she came for. So Mimi asked Stevie about Jocelyn's baby, and then I guess he gives her a little bit of the scoop, and the conversation didn't really last long. She asked about the baby, about the paternity test, blah blah blah, and then she moved on to talk about Rashida's business. I said, Stevie's not your husband. This is not pillow talk. Why are you over at Stevie's house telling Stevie Rashida business? I said, you guys are not good friends. Like, if I was Rashida's friend and I knew about Rashida, I'm holding that shit down. Like, I'm not telling nobody unless she tells me to tell somebody about it, because she can't. Like, why are you guys discussing the woman's business? Like, I need to know. Anyway, Mimi proceeds to tell Stevie about the whole situation with Rashida and Kirk and Jasmine and this baby. And Stevie goes, shut the front door. You guys, I was on the floor. Honestly, if you did not crack up during this scene and just watching Stevie's facial expressions and hearing him talk, we can't be friends, because this shit was too funny. Like, I was literally on the floor. I had to pause the show because I was laughing so hard when he said shut the front door. I was dead, you guys. Comatose. Dead, okay? On arrival. DOA, bitch. Do not resuscitate. Don't do it. So Stevie's mind is blown, okay, you guys? You could tell that even if Mimi was told what to say, Stevie had no idea that this was coming. And if he did, he's a good fucking actor. But I can guarantee you this was genuine, raw emotion that Stevie was displaying, because he was actually shocked by the information that Mimi was gossiping to him. Okay, it was priceless, and I freaking loved it. I said, yes, Mona, yes, round of applause, bitch. Thank you for doing something. You know, I think there's certain people that she doesn't tell stuff to because their natural reactions are funny, like Stevie and Young Jock. I don't think they know about the script. I really don't. And Tommy, I don't think you can script Tommy. So Stevie is actually blown away at the fact that Rod is involved. And then that conversation kind of ends. In Mimi's confessional, she actually starts to spill a little bit of tea on the whole Jocelyn situation that I told you guys about, where Jocelyn accused Stevie of molesting Eva. Mimi didn't go into detail, but she said that with Jocelyn's like social media outbursts, she's made disgusting allegations against Stevie that will likely follow Eva for the rest of her life. Mimi saying that these things are not true, and the reason she knows they're not true, and she actually said this to Stevie, was because Jocelyn's having a baby girl, and she's saying, why would Jocelyn, knowing this, want Stevie to have anything to do with her daughter? She's like, and that's how I know it's bullshit. I hope I got that Mimi voice down. Oh my god. She tells Stevie that she never ever in her natural born life wants Jocelyn around her daughter ever again. And she's like, let me make myself clear. Okay. And she told Stevie, no, Jocelyn is not allowed around her pickney. And I said, okay, that's it. That's right. And Stevie said he doesn't want her around Eva either. And I think he's just agreeing with Mimi. But the fact of the matter is, Stevie and Jocelyn have such a weird relationship. And even though she's said these things about him, I feel like he still wants to be with her. It's so weird. I don't really understand it. We'll see later in the season, but I think that they do rekindle a little bit of a flame. So Jocelyn takes Melissa to the DNA center to finally get Stevie's drawers swabbed, I guess, or processed to see if he is the baby daddy. She was in for a not so pleasant surprise because the DNA analysis lady said that she can't do it with the boxers. Number one, because she had the boxers in a Ziploc bag and the Ziploc bag actually suffocates the DNA. Two, she could have tampered with it, and they just don't do it boxer wise. The only way that they can get a proper DNA test is if Stevie were to come in and do the test. So Jocelyn was very disappointed at this. She was shocked. She didn't think that that was fair, but those could be any old body boxes, like seriously. So in the next scene, Waka shows up at Tammy's new place with bags in tow, okay? And he's knocking on the door. She opens the door and she's basically like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? And she invites him inside. She says, you can come inside, but your bags cannot. And she leaves the bags down at the door. He's about to walk up the stairs. She tells him to take his damn shoes off. I said, this really must be her house. Ain't no rental, bitch. Ain't no damn rental. This her house. She said, take your shoes off, because I always see these people walking in the damn house with the shoes on. I said, it's nasty. Like, who does that? We already talked about this from before. We got in a little bit of a debate, but like, y'all know how I feel about shoes in the damn house. It just ain't going down like that, especially not in my damn house. So when Tammy told him to take his shoes off, I already knew that this was really her house. And also, she was like batting him up at the door. Like, she was being so like attitude-y. She was being so rude to Waka. It was actually hilarious. Anyway, they get upstairs and he basically trying to like pour his heart out, and Tammy's not really here for it today, and I was actually surprised, but I feel like she's just doing this for the storyline. There was bad acting in some parts. Some parts you could tell was genuine convo, but other parts was just when she was just like, why are you here? Why are you here? You could tell that was not genuine. She was just turning up for the camera, essentially. Basically, by the end of the scene, Tammy gives Waka Flocka a dog pillow and basically tells him he can go wait in the car if he wants to see Charlie, because he asked to see her daughter, and so she said you could see her in the car. You ain't gonna see her and have no long talking, no sitting on my damn couch. I'm finna sit on my couch, have this drink and watch my TV, but you gonna get your ass outside and wait for Charlie to either come home from school or come downstairs. I don't really know. Either way, Tammy was not here for Waka, and I was really happy in this moment, even though I know she gonna go back to him. I know she is. We all know she is. So I don't know why she fronting for the damn cameras. Just get back with him. He gonna cheat again, but just get back with him. It's a cycle. That's what you guys do. So Dime actually drives one of my dream cars, and it is a pink fucking Corvette. This is Barbie's car, you guys. This is literally Barbie's car, and when I was little, I did have the pink Corvette with my Barbies, and so I always wanted a pink Corvette, and so I was just so obsessed with Dime's car. It's not the shade of pink that I would want, but I was just like, yes, Dime, baby, yes, drive this pink Corvette. That might be my next purchase, honey, I swear, because I love me a damn pink Corvette. But that's neither here nor there. I just need to share that with y'all, okay? But nah, I can't get a Corvette next. I have to get my Jeep and then the Corvette. But like, I always have loved cars, so I will collect them. But this is not about me, so let's just, sorry. She meets up with Tommy. Her eyebrows are so bad that I was cringing the entire scene. Me and Shooter were like, no, no. We were like clutching our pearls, like scratching our heads trying to figure it out, because Dime's eyebrows were like so thick on the inside. Like literally so thick, and then like thin on the outside, and like the way she was like scrunching her face and stuff, I was like, no ma'am, you need to go and like do an eyebrow course or something, get your life. They're basically cool, two hood bitches linking up, and I'm here for it. I hope that their friendship ends up being really dope, because I really do like both of them. And I know a lot of people don't like Dime, but I like Dime. I think she's one of the prettiest ones. I think her body's a little bit too much for me, but she looks good either way. But yeah, they're planning on going on some sort of double date. So in the next scene, Rod came through dressed like a broke ass safari in this bitch. Yes, a broke ass safari. Okay? And he had this fur around his collar. I said no. Like, what the hell this nigga got on? Anyway, he shows up at this bar to address Mimi. And he presses Mimi about the situation, and then Mimi gets pressed real quick, veins popping down her neck, voice all raspy, and she's just not here for Rod at all, and she's very, very upset. Melissa is over here just sipping her little drink, watching from the sidelines. Melissa's bar is empty as fuck. That's irrelevant. It's very small and quaint and in the corner somewhere. It looks very ghetto. But it is just a bar, so I mean, we can't really expect much from it, but like, it doesn't look too promising, and she doesn't even have a bartender. Like, she's literally the bartender, which I don't understand. You could be the owner and you can make drinks sometimes, but like, you need to have a bartender. It's ratchet. Kiana and Jasmine come to the bar and I guess are gonna talk to Mimi about it. I'm like, why aren't y'all bitches talking to Rashida about it? Like, that's who y'all need to be reaching out to. Why are you reaching out to Mimi? What the fuck she gotta do with anything? Fuck Rod, fuck Mimi, fuck all that. Go talk to Rashida. You had her man's baby. Go talk to her. Why is everybody talking about Rashida's business except for Rashida? Let me know. But Mimi's not here for any of it. She's not buying any of it. She's blaming it all on Rod, saying that this has to be a scam. Like, she's in disbelief. She doesn't believe it. She's putting it all on him. She referred to the girls as two stripper sister wives, and I fucking fell out. I said, oh gosh, but that's exactly what they are. So Melissa presses Jasmine and says, what makes you think it's Kirk's baby? And proceeds to say that Jasmine looks like somebody that got all kinds of situations up in her vagina. I said, oh my gosh, I would be so mad if somebody told me that I look like, not even that she knows something about me, that I look like I'm the type of girl that has all kinds of situations going on with my coochie. Bitch, I'd be so mad I would have to get up and pop her in the mouth right there, because you're not gonna come for my vagina. Like, Jasmine obviously gets offended by this. Who wouldn't? And she cops an attitude. She basically gets at Melissa, and then Melissa ends up kicking her out. Rod, Jasmine, and Kiana all get up and leave because they're one big happy family and they support each other. They get up and leave, and Melissa yells out to Rod that he is a chihuahua wearing ass nigga or some shit like that because his jacket was so ugly, you guys. Oh my gosh. Rod is basically dissing the bar and saying that her shit's whack. But you know what? When I watched this scene, I honestly felt like at the end, this is when I was watching the show and I'm like, okay, I feel like at the end of every scene now, the directors yell, cut, great job everyone, and they're clapping, and everybody that's in the scene is laughing and like engaging with each other, and they're really cool because this is a fake show. Like, that's how I feel now about Love and Hip Hop. I don't feel like it's genuine stuff going on. I literally feel like it's all scripted, it's all for show, and everybody actually gets along and there's no beef. Like, I feel like Rod and Mimi were just acting and they were putting on their best acting shoes. Like, that's how I feel about the show. I really feel like after the scene wraps, everybody's laughing and talking like, oh shit, this is gonna be a really good episode, don't you guys think? Like, that has to be what's going on, because honestly, there's just too much fuckery. How could one show have this much fuckery? Let me know. So in the next scene, Tammy meets up with Rashida, and she basically is just checking up on her because nobody's really heard from Rashida. Rashida's at home dealing with the shit, crying about it, whatever. Once Tammy gets there and Rashida's kind of opening up, I can't find it in myself, even as a woman, to feel bad for Rashida. Like, I have zero sympathy, empathy, nothing, because we been knew that Kirk was a dirty dog, and you keep taking him back, and she is still with Kirk. There has not been a divorce. She has not left him. She has not moved out. They are not living apart. The last picture I saw of them was from like last week. They were at the airport together coming off of a fucking airplane. In my personal opinion, I can't even imagine sticking around with somebody like Kirk. Like, Kirk is just too much. Like, that's too much stress. Like, who wants to be with a man like that? I just feel like Rashida has zero self-worth, and she's just plain stupid. Like, she's so pretty. She doesn't look a day over fucking 35, and Kirk does not love her. Like, he doesn't respect her. He doesn't love her. Nothing. And I just don't understand how she is sticking around. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I can't grasp it. I don't know if there's a married woman out there that's man has cheated on her girl. Comment and let me know why you stayed with him. If he cheated on you more than once, if he had a baby on you, if he did all these things on TV, the whole hot tub cabin shit, like, why would anybody stay with that? It doesn't make sense to me. Kirk must got some real good dick. But good dick cannot make you stay and lose your sanity. Like, no, dick can never be that good for me to go psycho bananas. Tammy basically tries to get Rashida to see the light and tries to get her on the leave your nigga bandwagon and do your own shit, get your own shit, and he needs to see how cold it is without you. And Rashida's not gonna do that, so I don't know why Tammy's even wasting her breath. But whatever, she tries to get Rashida to see the light, but Rashida ain't gonna see the light because Rashida blind in both eyes, okay? Ain't no Fetty Wap, bitch. She got no vision. And Tammy also lets her know that she is down to ride. She is here for the cause. Whether she wants to go ride up on fucking Jasmine and beat her ass, or whether she wants to ride on Kirk and beat his ass, Tammy says she is game. So, in the last and final scene, Jessica Dime is supposed to meet up with Tommy for their double date. Jessica Dime brings out Alexis Sky, who is Fetty Wap's ex-girlfriend, but she didn't make it clear if she was dating Alexis or if they were just friends. But the way she was talking about Alexis, I think they are dating or eating each other's kitty cats, whatever. I think that's what's happening with her. This is obviously a part of the storyline again. She's just helping Alexis onto the show with a smooth transition onto the show. So yeah, that's irrelevant. And then Tommy shows up and she has a date. Tommy walks through the door first. Her date walks through the door after. And Tommy's date is none other than motherfucking Young Jock. I said, bitch, what? I said, Tommy, no. But then Tommy made it very clear that this is all to get back at Miss Carly Red, because Carly Red and Jock are actually supposed to be together at this point in the show. Confused. And so that is why she brought Young Jock, to basically say karma's a bitch. So I think that is actually hilarious. It's genius. It's Tommy. And yeah, that's basically all that happened in this episode. I'm sorry I uploaded this late, you guys. Don't be mad, okay? I am a human. Love you so very much. And we will see what happens next week, even though I don't want to watch it. I know a lot of you guys are not watching the show and you're literally just watching my recap, and I appreciate it. But just know that I do it for y'all. Just know I am taking one for the team, because honestly, I would not watch this show anymore if it wasn't for you guys. But you guys are supporting me, so I will support you and do the dirty work and watch this motherfucking show so that I could cuss about it a couple hours later. Maybe sometimes even a whole day later. But yeah, I love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.